Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Oracle Unicorn, and welcome to Shaman Messages. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Put some things in your back pocket. You never know, you might need it for later. Don't forget to check your rising, lunar, and Venus signs, as my videos do cross-connect with each other, so there could be messages in this video that could help you also in other videos. So, now that I've got the dog problem fixed. Okay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share on social media. You never know how this may be able to help someone in their situation and things that they may be going through, and how it can help them to really open and broaden their perspective when it comes to more possibilities that they actually may have than what they initially thought, especially when it comes to viewpoints and perspectives of seeing things and how to really take things when it comes to a specific scenario, situation, or matter. So, yes, sharing does help. Okay, thank you, by the way. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed and been following me. My heart goes out to you. I really appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so this is a weekly reading for Sagittarius, by the way. Okay, Sagittarius. I don't even think I need to name what weekly reading this is for y'all, since how I do put it in the description, so obviously you already know. You're like, yeah, I know, it's all in the description. But I guess more or less I kind of saved it for myself, huh? Okay, this is such my favorite deck. I fucking love it. Excuse my language, I love this deck. Okay. So I did see the clarity card. I feel there's some things that you're going to get clarity on when it comes to progression into observation and sensitivities about your observation of your sensitivities, and really being getting to know your triggers and observing your triggers for the way they are and how. Can you please put her in the bathroom for right now?
Yep, whatever. Come on.
So I might be taking a week break. Story of my life. Can't even too much talk about it. Because when I have tried, people just was kind of like down to me about it. There's no use of really even kind of trying to talk about it. Or even just explain what the hell. Personally, I don't know where to go. Don't know what to do about myself. Apparently I can't even get readings done without constantly being interrupted or really not even having a spot to do this. Or a lot of hectic screaming going on in the background. So I'm gonna take a look. I have literally exalted all my resources, all my plans. In the last video, you can tell the dog was trying to poop all over the freaking room. But I don't understand why put them in the kennel in a kid's room of all things. When obviously they have diarrhea, when it would be harder to clean a kennel than it would be a bathroom. But that's what you do. Dog has diarrhea, so you put him in the kennel. In a kid's room. I guess that's the solution. Who am I to judge? It's not gonna get cleaned up unless I do it. I feel this energy overwhelmingly. And I say go with the flow. Why question things? Have faith. I also personally have a hard time with that one. And I don't like stopping doing this. A lot of me wishes my other job would have just worked out. But even then, I was like, I was so drained, so tired from all the just pulling down of just how I felt there. If I didn't do this, I wouldn't keep doing it. I actually stepped out of it. It got emotionally worse and worse and worse. I may have like my overload of bottles going on right now, but and then I question why aren't things working? I don't like feeling like I'm putting on some kind of freaking sob story either. Just some things just hit that tip. Hit that tip and the bottle just goes psh. And they say, that's about it that I can take. And then the tears just fall. It's like, some people could say, why don't I just get a job at my dad's? Why did I even come here? Oh, man. If I could just explain that one. Because I've found myself actually having more possibilities of being able to hold a job somewhere where it's not fucking terrifying, because Pine Hill's nickname in Orlando is Crime Hills. That's where my dad lives. Don't you ask your dad for a ride? Oh, yeah. If that wasn't such a problem. Yeah. Like, when I've said I've exhausted all my... Oh, wow. Just this way just seems to be, well, at least I get, the main thing that I really just instill in myself while being here is at least I spend time with my son. At least I get to spend time with my son. At least I'm connecting with my son more. At least I'm strengthening our bond more. But boy, does being here, it's more physically, a little bit mentally harder, but it's emotionally easier. It really is. It's emotionally easier being here. At my dad's, I'm an emotional wreck. Yeah, I can do this easier, but I am literally an emotional wreck there. And there's no point in explaining every little detail as to why. Because yeah, I'm 28 years old. I should be able to take care of myself. I should be able to work a regular job. But then a lot of these things say, be patient with your growth. Be patient where you're at. Look at the positive side in things. This is why I have a hard time when it comes to this. Only thing can be of positivity. So I really don't talk about it as much as I used to. But to get through these hard, like, pitfalls, it's a lot like that hope card. Oh, that's not even the right deck. Strength. In this deck I got a full moon when there was like literally a rainbow around it, and then one of the cards in here has that hope. There's that hope card. And the funny thing is, that's why my son says cuss words. But you can't talk about that, can you? It's not allowed. Because what am I gonna do? It's not like I can support myself, apparently, obviously. Oh man, that breaks me too. That I can't even freaking keep a job, like, enough to at least just keep my own freaking parental rights when it comes to my first son. Those trying to be taken away. Some things in life just literally make you feel like this. And using your anger in a positive force. And the strength card in this deck is a black unicorn. So I never noticed there was a rainbow there. A faint, very faint one. Oh wow. I didn't ever notice it had like hues of purple on it either. So sad. So terrified. When you look at its eyes, so sad, so terrified. But trust, right? Trust, right? It's like feeling like this. Where is that card? I just saw it. Feeling like this. Being a completely blindfolded person. Because I don't want to put myself on medicine that will, literally numb myself of all of this. Completely numb myself so that I can work. Or I'd be sitting there in freaking tears as why me trying to work at Waffle House didn't work out. Freaking, hey, what would you like? Tears running down my face. I'm like, oh, wonderful. And then you have to somehow figure out how you can get a lawyer. And just the patience for that is unbelievable. And then figuring out how you get a ride, figuring out how, and even when I applied for disability, it was like, shelters don't really help you figure all that stuff out. And I went to a rehabilitation center about people with disability, and they told me I was mentally unstable for them to help. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? That's why I'm here. For one, I don't want to take medicine to completely numb myself of this. I just want something that can work with me. They do that with other people that have disabilities. I'm sorry, mental disability just apparently isn't important enough. I went homeless just to freaking try to figure out where I belonged and something that would help me work with me and stuff like that. But trust, right? Just trust. When you're freaking completely blindfolded. Completely. Exhausted every option. And just to the point, sometimes it's like really dealing and putting up as you walk through a storm and do your best to just try not to flip out, to just try not to flip out, lash out, and somehow figure out how to laugh through it. Like, that's what I even just told Virgo. Just laugh at it, laugh through it, and just be the Kookaburra healing. That's funny how this card came out. The Kookaburra healing. It's literally too much right now. It's very overwhelming. It really hurts my page or my channel, whichever, every time I take a break. I lose people. But I really do need a break. Just so I don't just lose it again. Lose it again. Emotionally just break. Not even being able to get to reading done. Being terrified of my own life. But knowing I've just gotta keep going. But I have to love myself, right? I have to love the fact that I'm this way. That's so terrifying. Completely terrifying. And on Facebook, when I was doing this, it was like, oh, you just need more grounding. People just literally telling me what the frick to do. And it's like, oh, if you only knew. If like I could only literally give you my footsteps. Mental, like, literal understanding and capacity. I get it. Yes, grounding. But grounding is also being able to freaking survive. Grounding is also knowing you're financially okay. Some of this stuff is extremely scary. Especially when you have a hard time keeping a job, let alone figuring out how to get a job that you're just not gonna just freaking lose. It's like, I thought I was going to be amazing and great. Everything was going to be perfect. I'm at a dog daycare. That's amazing. But then to sit there and get treated like you're a dog. And to feel as if you would never leave your dog here at your own work made me feel like shit. I work for somewhere. I don't want to wear their uniform just to differentiate me from their dog, from other workers to the dogs. I would never leave my dog here without me being here. The smartest dog there always sat on my lap. Would jump up on my lap. Australian Shepherd. The biggest dog there would listen to me without me having to really do much. So I had respect for them. The more respect I got from the dogs, the less respect I got from the people that actually worked there, including the owner. And that broke my soul. I would much rather physically die trying to find where I'm meant to be than to soulfully suffer somewhere that completely holds me down or throws me downstairs. Not literally, but figuratively. Completely take advantage. And this is the societal work life of what a lot of people go through. And I'm just apparently emotionally handicapped and apparently mentally handicapped to the point to where I say, fuck it, I can't handle it. I would much rather physically die, apparently ending up on the street. This is what happens to these people. That's why I say I know I'm not the only one. If I didn't have a child with this person, if I didn't have my dad or my mom were dead, that's exactly where I would be. And I know this. I knew this. So I literally forced myself through it early to see how I would even come out of it. And it really actually didn't even work. I actually got no help. It was literally a band-aid slap on everything. All the shelters did bare minimum just so that you wouldn't starve to death or whatever. There's people in the north freezing to death being on the street. But yet there's so many people donating money to homelessness by what I see and have like seen in feeds on Facebook. And yet there's so much help when it comes to apparently the mentally disabled. Apparently that's extremely important. I fail to see where it is, let alone here in Florida, because from my experience of being homeless, the main people that are out there on the streets are those that are mentally, emotionally kind of like disabled pretty much, and or veterans, I guess, that really didn't do very well in the military and they were dishonorably charged, so they got nothing, no kind of help, or are not injured enough to get help from veteran. It's like they really actually only want to help those people that can literally, that are willing to just go for any job and then just stick with it and just do what it do. Whoa, I've never seen the woman face there. How did I never see that? Leaning on the man's shoulder. I never saw that. How did I not see that? It's very clear as day. Oh wow, that's a herd of horses too. That's amazing. Someone's actually holding that. The woman's holding that rose. I've never seen this. What in the world? There's a face on the tree. There's ancestors on the tree. Holy cow. those of you that actually sat through this video this long enough, thank you. But yeah, I appreciate y'all watching, supporting. But I think I need a break. Thank you. Until next time. Oracle Unicorn out.